What's up, Street Talks? Eric and for the Eric and Street Photography blog. So I want to talk to you a little bit about how to strip away the superfluous from your photography, your life, and everything in between. So I've been thinking a lot about what is perfection and what isn't perfection, and probably the best definition I've gotten is from Leonardo da Vinci, the ultimate Renaissance man. He said, "Perfection is achieved when you have nothing left to add." Sorry, let me say that again. Perfection isn't when you have nothing left to add, but it's when you have nothing left to take away. And I think just philosophically, I just love this idea because in today's society, it's all about like adding stuff, to buy more cameras, to buy more gear, to get more followers, to buy more shit to put in our home, etc. I think rather what we should be seeking is to become ultralight in our lives, is that we don't have anything superfluous, we only have what's essential, and by having less superfluous things in our life, we have more time, more air to breathe and to be more creative. So, stripping unnecessary weight. So I like this philosophy of being ultralight, where you can apply this in a lot of different ways. Whenever I travel, I try to make it a practice to carry as little stuff as humanly possible. So usually I'll only carry travel with two boxers, two shirts, one camera, one lens, my laptop, and the great thing about traveling ultralight is when you don't have unnecessary weight, you can just travel for longer periods of time with less stress, less anxiety that someone's going to steal your shit. Also, different ways you can apply this into your personal life is strip away unnecessary negative weight from the past and regrets and hopes and dreams that might have been unfulfilled, and subtracting all these negative weight, either mentally, physically, or spiritually, you could have more energy and effort to do what's important in your life. Stripping away the superfluous in photography. So, as of late, I've been shooting mostly monochrome, and a lot of people have been criticizing me, saying that I had this practice of crushing the blacks, which means, in Lightroom to drag up the black and the contrast to 100%, which means there's no details in the shadows. But I'm really inspired by a lot of ancient Chinese calligraphy and even Greek black pottery, where there's essentially no details in the shadows. And as just a fun little exercise for myself, I'm just trying to strip away the superfluous in my photography. So when I'm making images, rather than think about what to add to the frame, and think about what to subtract from the frame. So on the edges of the frame, I'm trying to subtract what I think is distracting from the background, and trying to strip away anything I find as distraction from my frame in order to have more focus on the subject of my frame and what I actually find important. So another thing I've been trying to do in terms of superfluous subtraction is getting rid of distracting technology. So I'm the first to admit I'm a slave to my phone, as I'm always looking at it and you're always distracted by it and shit's always buzzing and whatnot. I have a practice of trying to uninstall one distracting app from my phone a day, and now I'm at this point where I essentially have no apps on my phone, and I only use it to call, text, and look for directions. And by subtracting distracting technology, and for everyone it's different, you have more focus to do meaningful creative work or photography or spend time with your loved ones. And as a practical thing you could do is disable all the notifications on your phone or get rid of what you find distracting. So you can essentially not be that couple at the restaurant looking at their phones and not looking at their food or their loved ones. The beauty of deleting. So I am a hoarder, so it's really, I don't know why, it's kind of scary to get rid of shit. And it's maybe from this immigrant mentality where anything you own could be of benefit to you. So by getting rid of it, you're putting yourself at a disadvantage. And so my mom's a hoarder. I have hoarder tendencies. We all do. I think that deleting things is one of the best ways to live life. So different ways you can apply this, even on your computer. Rather than figuring out how you could back up files, think about what files you could delete which are not important. In your life, what are some negative feelings or emotions or thoughts or people you could delete from your life? And sometimes even doing a fresh reformat of your computer is the best thing you can do, and something you can do in your personal life as well. Paralysis by analysis. So I love Indian food, but I hate about Indian restaurants. You go there, there's like 200 things on the menu. And I always order something and I'm like, shit, I should have ordered that other thing that you see somebody else on the other table order. And so I have paralysis by analysis. So my favorite restaurant is In-N-Out Burger. It's a fast food joint in California. Not like there's only three things on the menu: hamburger, cheeseburger, double cheeseburger. And so I have less regret and less stress and um, paralysis by analysis. So you become paralyzed because you're analyzing too many options. So by stripping away the superfluous, whether that may be in your life. So currently I just shoot with the Ricoh GR version 2 camera, and it's the only camera, and it has a non-interchangeable lens, so there's even fewer options. And I'm a lot less stressed out about what decisions to make and what to choose. Stripping down my diet. So similarly, I eat a lot of crap, and I'm just trying to get my diet down to the essentials. So at the moment, I only eat one big meal a day. I don't eat breakfast, I don't eat lunch, I just drink a shitload of coffee. And the benefit of this is I have more focus, I don't get as much food coma, and I just feel sharper and more keen. And, so even nowadays I don't drink alcohol, beer, simple carbs. All I eat is essentially like eggs, meat, veggies, and whatnot. And, by stripping down my diet, it's less of like just the self-flagellation that like punishing myself. It's actually, I actually genuinely do feel better. And of course, throughout the day, I do have hunger pains, but the hunger actually makes me be sharper. Stripping away superfluous exercises. So for those of you guys who are trying to stay fit, or people go to the gym or work out, there's all this stupid exercises and pointless repetitions. You have to do like 4 sets of 10, and it's so boring. So now whenever I go to the gym, I try not to spend more than 30 minutes. I just go there and deadlift. So I'll usually warm up with 200 pounds on the deadlift, do like 3 or 4 reps, then I'll add some more weight, do 2 reps, add more weight, do 1 rep, add more weight, do 1 rep, and then I'll try to max out my deadlift, wherever that may be. And so by stripping away superfluous exercises, A, you save time, and B, you're probably less prone to injury and stronger. Seek emptiness. So one thing they say about Zen philosophy and Taoist philosophy is the usefulness of a house is based on the negative space inside, or the usefulness of a cup is based on the negative space inside. So I think what we're trying to do is seek emptiness, so we just have more space to fill our hearts and our souls and our creative spirits. And the question is, at what point are you stripping away so much of the essential that you don't know what you have left? And I think for me, it's not having anything. Obviously, like, it's nice to have an espresso machine, it's nice to have a smartphone, it's nice to have a laptop, it's nice to have like a car and whatnot. But it's essentially stripping away the superfluous, so what you think is unnecessary in your life, and you could just keep what's essential in your life. And obviously for everyone that's a little bit different, but I think it's a lifelong practice that we'll never really know what's 100% essential, but you can certainly subtract what you think is superfluous, and it's easier to find out what's essential. So to end, these are 3 assignments that I think you could use to, I wrote strap away the superfluous. Alright, sorry, typo. Strip away the superfluous in your life. Assignment 1, try to uninstall 1 app from your phone every day. And I don't know what app that may be, but this is a nice little practice. And I tried to do the same on my laptop. Assignment 2, learn how to say no. Next time somebody invites you to something you don't want to go to, just say no. And the last thing is subtract 1 negative person from your life. So we all know who that person is, and if that person is giving you bad vibes, slowly distance yourself away from them, and so you could have more room for the people that really are meaningful to your life. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, and just always think about minimalism as a way to have more maximum happiness and meaning in life. Alright, peace out.